1 year ago, a Minneapolis community was changed forever.
A shooting at a church filled with children at their first mass of the school year killed 2 students and injured even more. Third grader Fletcher Merkel was just 8 years old. Harper Moyski was 10. As Heather Brown shares, Harper's family says the 5th grader had a knack for making every day count.
How to be a light. That's what Harper taught us every single day of her 10 brilliant years.
It's a light that's been leading the way for those who knew her best.
She lived big, and she squeezed the most joy she could out of every moment. Harper was an original person through and through. She was sharp, curious, funny, and fierce. She had her own point of view, her own sense of style, her own way of being. She didn't wait for permission. She didn't water herself down. And yes, she was hard to parent. But we loved it.
Last September, Harper's mom, Jackie Flavin, shared that love at a community memorial with Harper's dad, Mike Moyski, by her side.
And one of the most powerful things that we learned from Harper and through the heartbreak of losing her is that light is not something that we carry alone. It's something we hold together and pass around. It's something we share and something that binds us together. Harper understood that too. She didn't try to carry things by herself. She let us in when things were hard.
Letting us all in on just how special this 10-year-old was.
She was always coming up with creative ideas like elaborate games or imaginary worlds and art projects. She could build a whole universe in an afternoon and invite you right into it. One of our favorite things she used to do was set up a little store in her room where she would sell stuff to us that she had made or collected from around the house, and she'd change the price based on how nice you were to her.
2 months later, the community came together once again at the Harper Moyski volleyball tournament.
Harper loved volleyball, Harper loved animals, Harper loved her friends. Harper brought joy and laughter to all of us all the time.
Harper didn't do anything halfway. She was extra in the very best way.
In December, one of her favorite songs, sang by her classmates as part of the Annunciation Christmas program.
I hope they feel surrounded in love and wrapped in it and fully embraced. And that's a love that we have for Harper and Fletcher that doesn't go away, and that kind of love doesn't fade.
Bringing together a community that's choosing to focus on hope and healing.
You've lifted us up during the hardest days of our lives, and we are so grateful.
We poured our hearts, the very best parts of ourselves, into Harper and Quinn, and that kind of love doesn't disappear or die. It deepens, it strengthens, it becomes a force capable of carrying us, changing us.
Real love is what changes the world. When Harper died, her light didn't go out. It shifted. It moved into all the people who cared about her.
Fletcher was a kid who spent most of his downtime on the lake.
As Steve Hartman shows us, he too had a big personality that was hard to miss.
In South Minneapolis, a second-floor bedroom remains much as it was.
Oh, wow.
A boy's life, frozen in time.
He's not with us the way we want him to be, but this is the best we have.
The room they save belonged to Fletcher Merkel, Jesse and Molly's 8-year-old son.
Why not pack up the room?
It's one of the most personal monuments to who he was as a person.
If the room's not his, I feel like that memory, like I won't feel it the same way.
Fletcher Merkel was one of 2 Annunciation students killed when a gunman fired randomly into the parish church. Fletcher's room, yet another silent memorial. Over the years, I have been in many of these bedrooms. Still photographer Lou Bope and I visited 8 of them for the Netflix short documentary, All the Empty Rooms. The film won an Academy Award last March, but that night was not a culmination.
Lou and I have decided to continue documenting these bedrooms for any parents who are interested for as long as America's school shooting epidemic persists. We know these rooms are sacred spaces, so parents can keep the pictures for themselves if they want, or share them with the world.
I want people to maybe have a tiny glimpse of like, what if that was me?
And it's really important to me that people know who he was. Bird. Like in the beginning, it was bugs and animals.
Constant energy.
His hair was like the definition of who he was.
Lou found evidence of that whirlwind just inside the bedroom door. Fletcher got those shoes 3 weeks before he died, and they were already worn through. Same with his blanket, the corner where he found comfort, loved to threads. His room also reveals what he liked most: Legos and buffaloes, plants and Packers. Fletcher also kept a journal. The page on the left details his plan to steal cookies from the jar downstairs, complete with a boast at the bottom.
This plan was successful.
Oh, so he pulled that off.
Apparently.
And the Merkels say that's how Fletcher lives on, through the fun memories and the poignant reminders.
What do you think if all of America could stand in his room? Would that change anything?
Yes,
How so?
they have to feel it.
As a human, you have to say, this can't happen to anybody else.
To that end, let me show you one last set of pictures. Fletcher was a Cub Scout, which means at meetings, he pledged aloud, "On my honor, I will do my duty to God and my country." The question is, when will his country reciprocate? Steve Hartman, CBS News, Minneapolis.